Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Fielded near the back of the end zone. First and 10. Jacobs looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jacobs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A pass there over the middle to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. We had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jacobs. Side complete. It's done. And they work this well the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Jacobs. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
At the 37.
From the gun, Jacobs. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd and short.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Scotty Miller.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 19.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Airing this one out for Evans. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The 47-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Buccaneers nothing.
They go play action here on first down. Time here, this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I say it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball stopped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Throwing after the interception, Jacobs. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jacobs. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up at the 43. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Jacobs going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, wherever you want to.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Gain of 50 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Buccaneers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Gain of 9.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. From the gun, Jacobs. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one down for the Lions. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, the second down throw on target. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. It is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Throwing on first down. Jacobs. That is caught at the 7. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. It is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Point after.
So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
3rd and 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st and 10, Jacobs looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And now look at this. Big game, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 1st down, Jacobs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
On the deep ball. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jacobs. Oh, my goodness. Another interception. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it stages of the first half.
At their own 28.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Howard complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got Miller. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your concrete.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Julian Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Well, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. From the gun, Jacobs. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Lions 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose. Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
time to his left. And he lost the football. And now the ball comes loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. Just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Makes the score Lions.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded in trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around. And it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Jacobs. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover. It's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
A gain of 19.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit...
And a loose football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, forcing the fumble. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again. Jacobs. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A diving catch for the score. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Is no good on the fake extra point.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. In trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Touchdown. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Looking to throw. Jacobs. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now look at this. They get the 20 they need it. It's intercepted. Picks it up, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up at the 45. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, Jacobs. He's going to let this one go deep and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Jacobs eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 35. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 70 yards. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays.
And it's a fumble. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And out.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up for the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
On 1st and 10, Jacobs flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.